Today we're planning a birthday party. I'm with one of my very good friends, Peggy, and we like to plan parties together. Now I think a lot of people are scared by home parties, but they're actually one of my favorites. And there's a way to keep things in check and wrangle the kids as long as you've got fun activities to keep them engaged. Would you agree?
That's right.
But I
Totally.
think a couple things, and certainly add to this, but I've got a couple tips for parents when they're hosting in-home parties. One, the timing of the party. I think often we plan things that are way too long. I think an hour and a half is plenty of time.
Yep.
Maybe for older kids, if there's going to be an activity like swimming or something, you can extend it to 2 hours.
Yep.
And then what about the number of kids? What do you think on that?
I like to have them on the lower end,
Yeah.
but that's just me. I know they like to invite a lot of kids, but
It just creates an experience if you keep it a little bit tighter. So
you're able to do more things.
I think so. And a lot of times the birthday child, thinking of the birthday child, they get overwhelmed by that much activity. So, okay, so those are some basic guidelines. Any other things you can think of?
There's just ways to do it cheap.
Yeah, I think that
Talk about things that are easy and inexpensive.
Yep, a lot of things you can find in your own home. And also one of my very favorite things to do, if it works, is to have the party outside. Okay, and here we are, yes. Okay, so today Peggy's helping me plan a science party for my son Chandler because he loves science. He's crazy about science, in fact. So we're gonna just do the prep work right now and talk about what goes into this science party that we've put together. And let's start with the invitation because that's so cute.
Well, it's always fun to do an invitation that's not maybe a piece of paper that you can mail to the kids. And so this just has, please join us for an explosive party. And it's like their VIP pass or their doctor credentials on the other side.
And we just found these simple graphics online and then printed this on printer paper.
Cut and paste, and these I found at an office supply store, whole pack,
So-
inexpensive.
All right. That is, so there's, oh, and also one thing you said, and I think a lot of people overlook it, is slipping it in the mail, slipping something in the mail. We, in this day and age, email and send so many things. It will either hand deliver them. Actually mailing something to a child is huge. Kids love to get things in the
Exciting.
mail. And spending an extra 40 cents on each kiddo to make them feel great about coming to the party,
Right.
I think it's really a fun experience.
Yep, and then they can wear this to the party and they're just about set.
So actually, to enter the party, this is really cute too, because they bring their badge and that's their entrance to the party. But then also, they do need to scan their hand to enter. So putting that right outside the front door or wherever the party starts is just a fun part of the experience. Again, we're creating the experience for the birthday child, but we actually want everybody who's there to enjoy themselves
Good
too.
point.
So,
Good point.
okay, then in order to get them suited up, we need to make sure each of them has their own official lab coat. So these lab coats, it's one of my favorite things that you found. It's really such a great idea and so simple. We bought a package of white t-shirts, and these are men's extra large because even if you have small kids, these are supposed to be like a lab coat. So then, why don't you show us how you did this, because it's really
Couldn't
easy.
be any easier.
Okay.
You want to hold it for me?
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to hold this for you. So you
Yeah.
can just make one single slit up the center to cut it open. Whoops. And then simply take some tape and tape the corners down as we've done with this one.
Double-sided tape.
All right. And then we're just going to put, I'm going to take this tag off. We're going to put a name tag on for each child. And actually, it's kind of fun. I've written here Professor Chandler, but it might be kind of fun to do something like, you know, Mad Scientist Maddie or something
Right.
really neat like that. So, all right, we have made the uniform for our party. Let me get my model in here, my birthday boy, in to show us how his guests are going to look. Come on over, Chandler. What happened to your teeth?
I don't know. I was
Okay.
brushed them
All right,
in a
let's
while.
see. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. I haven't brushed my teeth in a long
You haven't brushed your
time.
teeth in a long time? That
Yeah.
actually might be true.
In the
Okay.
bowl a lot
Okay.
and like
Okay, let's see. So here we go. He's got his goggles on, he's got his crazy teeth in, and his name tag.
Professor Chandler.
Professor Chandler. Thanks, Chandler. We've got
I hate these things on.
we've got some more preparing to do, okay? So scoot on out. Lots of surprises in the works. Okay. So we've got our party prep done, and then let's move on to treat bags, which is a really fun part of every party,
Yeah,
right?
So easy.
Yeah, you can choose to do them or not, but a lot of elements that maybe go into decorating can also be incorporated into treat bags, or things kids make can be in the treat bags. But we've got some ideas here based on a science party. And these are cute. You made these.
So easy. Just a plain white bag, a little string, it's a beaker. Little lines on there, and you just put some little tape or some glue, and this is batting. You could use cotton balls, just inexpensive.
And then these gift tags are adorable.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, just a little paper out of the drawer, make a little beaker. I used just a glue stick, stick it on there. This could go around a napkin on their place setting,
Yeah.
or on a gift for the party boy.
Yes, perfect. Okay, and so we looked at some contents for our treat bags.
Yeah.
And one of the items, and we actually are probably going to use these later on our tablescapes, but are these light up balls. And they kind of look like a molten rock or
Yes,
something.
I think
So they're very cool. And then this magnifying glass.
Gotta love that.
Yep, every
Classic.
kids love that. I love this particular magnifying glass because it can be propped up to see.
I can use that for reading.
Yes. And then maybe a science tool or two. We've got this prism or this cyclone tube. And those are lots and lots of fun. And some of this stuff can, again, just be used during the party depending on what your activities are. And of course, it's a science party, so I had to put in some Smarties.
Because they're all smart.
Yep. And then this actually is a set of cards with 20 amazing science tricks. And the reason I love this is you could give each child their whole tin, but when I plan parties and you're looking for ways to be economical, I look for things that come in a combination pack, even like markers or whatever, and I'll divide it up for each child at the party to have. So there's 20 cards in here. Maybe I give each child 4 different cards in their treat bag, and that way I'm able to kind of spread it out a little bit.
That's great.
All right, so we also prepared an activity ahead of
Yes,
time for the party.
This is really fun.
This will be one of the games we play at the party.
This is, these are images I found just on the internet, and what you do is you print them out and just stick them on paper, and the kids get to guess what is it. So it's images highly intensified through a microscope and photographed.
It's crazy.
Velcro. This one. This one is a football jersey.
Ooh. Okay, what is this?
This is a postage stamp. Can you see the edge the way a postage stamp is? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of creepy. This is like a razor blade and little pieces of hair stubble. Okay, that's kind
Okay, stop.
Sorry.
We need to stop.
Okay, toothbrush.
Hmm.
This one, I bet you can guess.
Is it honey? What? Your teeth?
Orange.
An orange.
The kids will get that
Oh
one.
no, I guess I
Okay,
couldn't
you can
guess
get this one.
it. Is it a snowflake?
Yeah.
Oh.
Good job, Happy. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Think of something that's brown and white, maybe put on food.
Brown and white that I put on.
Okay, separately white and brown.
Is it salt and pepper?
Yeah.
Oh, salt and pepper. It looks like kind of a s'more thing.
Okay, this is toilet paper. I won't make a guess on them. They're really hard. And this is the end of a paper clip. Anyways, really easy
Yeah.
to find images on the computer, and everybody was interested in,
And
in
we
these.
put out basically blank Post-it notes and pens, but you could actually make a list of these items and then number or letter the paper to
Great
make
idea.
it easier
Great
for younger
idea.
kids to match it up, but they
Love
can't
that.
kind of come up with the words.
Yeah,
So,
because some of those are kind of tricky.
yeah. Where did you say you find all those images again?
I just found them on the internet and just looked for things up close.
Okay.
And just looked for what appealed to me, and
Perfect.
super easy, and there's tons on there.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, we've put together these things, but a lot of times in preparing for a science party or a themed party like this, you might need some inspiration. And there are lots of really great options out there for that. This is a science kit that I picked up at Creative Kid Stuff, and it actually has just tons and tons of supplies for a whole bunch of different experiments. So you could use this to create stations at your party. You could keep a small enough group all together and take them through it one step at a time. But the point is, there's lots of resources out there if your child has an interest like this, and it might not be your sweet spot. So, all right, we are going to move on to food, the most important part of every party.
Love that.
Now we're going to talk about setting the stage for our party, and we've got here in front of us a pretty cute tablescape
Very
here.
cute.
So let's talk about how we built all this. There's a lot of elements on here that can actually be used as party favors too, but the kids
Definitely.
will use them during the party. So we started with just a white tablecloth.
Yep, I had it in my closet left over from a catering event that we had.
Okay, and then with this is another piece of plastic, which
Just-
I love
Yeah, just a dollar store item. It's a tablecloth, but I just folded it up so it was a runner.
to make a runner. And then, of course, what science table would not be complete without molecules?
These were in a vase, also in my closet, and I just put them together with toothpicks to
They're
make
kinda like-
giant pollen, I don't know,
They're
molecules.
sort of like foamy,
yeah, it's just really light
mossy
bulb.
balls, but then they are the foamy in there, so it's really easy to put this together.
Yep.
And then we've got some colorful cups and straws. We define as colorful licorice too, which I think it depends on the kids, but you could actually cut this open and use it as a straw as
There
well,
you
which is
go.
something I've done when I was a child. And then this mound of balls, these are so awesome because when you tap them, they do light up. So these can easily be added to treat bags at the end of the
Definitely.
party.
Activity.
Okay. And each child received, which I think we should show people
Dollar
how these
store.
work. Goggles.
Yeah.
I mean, you need goggles at a science party. Glow in the dark teeth. A mask.
Don't want to spread the
You
germs.
don't want to spread germs or inhale anything. And of course, a plastic glove for doing your experiments. So these are, it just creates a fun setting for the kids. Oh, we can't forget
Oh,
this.
Pop Rocks.
The most
Everybody
important part.
loves
Everybody
Pop
loves
Rocks.
Pop Rocks. Uh-oh. We have a surprise guest. You don't like Pop Rocks, Pop Rocks, do you, Chandler?
I think you're wrong.
All right, are you ready for this? Let's see. Is there going to be a flavor explosion in your mouth?
I think maybe.
Open up. Still. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Well, how, are you happy, Smiley? Good? All right. Thanks for being the royal taste tester. Are these safe to offer our guests?
I'll take them all.
You'll take them all.
Take them all.
Okay. And then we actually put these wipes, which is brilliant because helping kids clean up after the party, and we are going to be doing some experiments at this party as well.
Yep.
So everything we've got here fits with the theme of our party, but is really functional
It is.
and lots of fun.
Yep.
All
Mad
right.
scientist. Here you go.
Let's talk food, the best part of the
The best.
party. So we've got some science-themed items
we
here. And actually, I really like, a lot of times I'll serve pizza at a party just because most kids like it.
and it's easy,
It's easy. But we
inexpensive.
want to do something different. So
Right.
let's talk about what we came up with here.
This is our double helix pasta salad. And you can put whatever you want in there. We like to have some different colors and stuff, but the pasta, the rotel or the rotini is the helix like on a genetic code or DNA.
And then we made it sort of like pizza by putting pepperoni and Italian dressing, tomatoes, and we added broccoli. But what's nice about this is most kids do like pasta. The flavor is really mild, and they can pick out the broccoli if they
Pick
don't
around
want
it.
to.
Yep.
And give it all to me because
That's
broccoli is one of my
I'll
favorite
fight
things. Okay. All right. And then we've got these jiggly jello test tubes, which look really cute
Super
and
fun.
are also pretty neat and easy to eat.
Yep.
So that's a fun little thing you can do.
Goes with the science theme.
It does. We also put some jello creations
These
in
are like
petri
little,
dishes.
yeah, mini petri dishes. And these are jello, and when it sets up, you stick a little Smartie in there.
And then we've also created one with some gummy
Gummy
worms. Because who doesn't love a
Oh, I
gummy
know.
worm,
Kids
right? Another great idea, again, and it just is all about kids creating and making choices for themselves, is to create like a mad scientist mix. So
fun.
I've picked out a few different kinds of cereals. I actually picked out alphabets specifically because I feel like having all those words in there is just going to
Very
make kids
cute.
smarter. And then a few different kinds of candy, and then cups. So you can actually help kids by putting spoons in each of the containers and saying take 1 scoop or 2 scoops of this, but having sort of some rules or guidelines,
Sure.
so it's not an entire bag of candy. But again, they get to pick what they want, and this is something, if they don't finish it at the party, they can take it home.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to move on to our drink station, which
Okay.
is super fun.
Great.
create a magic potion drink station, which is just really fun, using all kinds of different juices and sodas and even some candy. In this orange soda, we have put gummy worms in the bottom. So each kid can have their own cup and then again use the tongs and the tools to create whatever drink they would like. So we've got some orange soda, some blue Gatorade, we've got lemonade, we've got some candied cherries and another orange drink, and then just another green kind of drink, green sports drink. So any of these things are all just going to be fruity and taste good together, but it's a fun way for them to create their own experience and have something delicious to drink. For this experiment, you need Coke and Mentos. And I actually am making the experiment easier to do by using one of these tubes that will funnel the Mentos right into the Coke. This is from Creative Kid Stuff. They have a lot of great science things there. And the reason the tube is so useful is you want all the Mentos to go in at the same time. I preloaded this tube and we're going to carefully unscrew the lid of our Coke. And I'm going to screw on this tube. But the key is that they all drop at the same time. What I'm going to do is pull this trigger here and release the Mentos into the Coke. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's do it again.
Thanks for watching our science experiment.
Brown.
So Chandler, we're all prepped for your party. Are you excited to have your friends over?
Yeah.
For even more fun party ideas, visit our website.